Okay, so the last thing we were discussing is how to calculate a distance from speed time graph if it's a curve. So speed from distance time graph if it's a curve. So what we will do, we will divide this, and this will be approximate answer. This is not exact answer. Even in the answer key or the marking scheme, you will find range of answer for these type of questions. Sorry, it's distance from speed time graph. So if you want to calculate a distance, the distance from speed time graph, so speed is there on y-axis and time is there on x-axis, and you need a distance travel. So what you can do if you need a distance travel by the object, say numbers are there 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14, and this was say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and the last one example 60. So first what we'll do, we'll draw horizontal and vertical lines, but equally spaced. Like if first line I draw at 2, with the first vertical line I draw at 2, then the second vertical line same distance after further 2, then the third one after further 2. So lines should be equally spaced. So first we draw vertical lines, then we'll draw horizontal line, and horizontal line should also be equally spaced. Like example, if the first line I'm drawing it after 10, then the second line I will draw after 20. This is example 20. This was 30. So equally spaced. So this will it should be equally spaced, horizontal and vertical line. Horizontal distance should be same, the vertical distance should be same. Like all the vertical distances should be same and all the horizontal distances should be same. Then first we will count the number of the boxes. So the full boxes first we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So till 20 I have complete boxes. Then again, why we call this as an approximation? Because this is not exact. So these two boxes, if I join this box with this one, it will make one box So both of them are 21. Is it clear, this point? Like, because the part of this box is missing. So if I add this here, they will make a full box, approximately full box. So I can say they are 21 together. Then this is 22. Then if it is half and half, like 1, 2, and 3, so these three, this one I can say 20. So this is 21, 22, 23. Then this is approximately full 24. This one 25. And this is 26. And this together with others 26, 26, and 26. Why? Because if I add this one, sorry, this one, this, and this, so I'll get a full box. But again, I will say this is approximation, so it will not be exact. Like some student think I should consider, some will say I will not consider. So it depends on your estimation. This will not have a fixed answer. It will have a range of answer. Now, how to get the final answer? As we know, the 26 boxes are there. So area, the total area is equals to area of one box multiplied by number of boxes. So area of one box, what is area of one box? If I find the area of one box, it is length into width. So the length is 2 because it started from 12 and ending till 14. So length is equals to 2. And what about the height? Height is equals to 10. So 2 multiplied by 10, the area of one box is equals to 2 times 10, which is equals to 20. So each box, area of one box is equals to 20. Multiplied by number of the boxes, how many boxes are there in the figure? 26. So 26 multiplied by 2, it's 52, and then 0 will be there. So it will be 520 meter, but this will be approximate. It is not exact. So in, like, if this was the answer in the marking scheme, so in the marking scheme, the answer will vary from like 500 to 530. So any answer between this range is acceptable. Is it clear how to calculate the area for a non-linear graph, or if it's a curve, how you can calculate the area for that? Any doubt in this? Yes, this will take a lot of times to solve this. That's the right thing, but this is the method which you can use. Yes, you have to divide this into different shapes, and the best one is draw the horizontal and vertical line. So what we will do, like example, if we have a curve, so in exam, if you have a curve and the question was calculate an area. So to calculate an area, first thing you have to draw the horizontal line, and then you will draw the vertical lines. So equally spaced horizontal line. You cannot do or use the formula. Like example, some student normally what they make a mistake, they say distance is speed multiplied by time. So speed was 60 and the time is 14, and they multiply these two. That's wrong method. Why it is wrong? Because the speed is not constant, speed is continuously changing. This formula is only valid when the speed is constant. So whenever there are graphs, you're not supposed to use the formula. You have to use area under the graph, which will have marks. or so best thing whenever there's a graph, it's better you take more interval, like instead of drawing into small parts, try to draw, like example, if it was, but it should be equally spaced. Say it was till 12. So if I draw a perpendicular here, it's a curve. Whenever there's a curve, what is the method? You have to draw the equally spaced line, horizontal and vertical. So vertical line, if you're drawing after every 2, then the horizontal lines, example, you're drawing after every 10, so 10, then 20, then 30, then 40, then 50. So first thing, you will count the number of the boxes: 1, 2, 3, full boxes, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. How to make a distance between the line? You can check the number on the axis. There are numbers on the axis, both on x-axis and y-axis. So if first line I draw after 2, the second line I will draw after 4, the third line I draw after 6. We use these boxes to measure the distance traveled by the object, because speed time graph, the distance traveled is area under the graph. Because this graph is a curve, so we don't have the exact area. That's why we divide this into small boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 are the full boxes. And then after 8, now it's your estimation. Like example, if this is 9, so these two boxes collectively can make 9. Like these two combine together to make one box. So these two can combine together to make one box. So 10, and then this one along with this one make 11. But these two cannot be useful because they cannot make one box. So I can say all of them join together and make 11. So the formula is number of the boxes multiplied by area of each box So number of the boxes, how many boxes are there? 11 multiplied by area of one box. How to find area of this box? Any box you can take because all have the same areas. So it's length into width. So it's 2 and the height is 10. So 2 multiplied by 10, it will be 20. So this will be 20. 11 multiplied by 20, it's equal to 220 meters approximately. It's not exact, it is just an approximate distance. But if you use this formula, distance is speed multiplied by time, that is wrong. Why? Because this speed is not a constant speed, speed is continuously changing. So you cannot use a formula to solve. Whenever a question is there in the related to the graph, do not use a formula, don't use a formula. Always use area under the graph to find the distance traveled. Is it clear? How to get or how to find the distance traveled by the object using area under the graph. Now some questions related to this discussion. This we'll discuss tomorrow. This is exercise homework, which you will solve and submit tomorrow. Graphs and motion. A solid plastic sphere fall towards the earth. Figure 1.1 shows a speed time graph fall up to a point where the sphere hits the earth. Describe in detail the motion. So it's a speed time graph. Whenever you have a speed time graph, so if you have a speed time graph, what slope represent? What slope represent? So speed time graph, slope represent acceleration. So speed and time graph, the slope is representing acceleration. And there are points first from P to Q. From P to Q, what happened to acceleration? What happened to slope? It's a straight line from P to Q. So what happened to slope from P to Q?
Constant speed.
So slope is constant because it's a straight line, so it means it has a constant slope. So if it's a constant slope, you can also say how you explain this motion. So you'll mention from P to Q, it's a constant slope or constant acceleration. So the first point, first I'll explain and then I will tell how to write the answer. So from P to Q, the slope is constant. From Q to R, what happened to slope? From Q to R?
Increasing.
Slope. Slope is decreasing. Slope means angle with x-axis. Speed is increasing, but the slope is decreasing. And from R to T, what happened to slope? That is 0. So how you explain the motion or how you write the answer for this type of question? So from P to Q, it moves with constant acceleration because slope is constant. Then from Q to R, acceleration decreases because slope decrease. And from R to T, so from R to T, what happened? No acceleration because the slope is 0. Is it clear? The answer, the marking scheme answers also I added to this assignment so that you can have an idea the acceleration and speed. So acceleration is constant. Here the constant part is constant acceleration, but the speed increases. Then the acceleration is getting less and the acceleration is zero or speed is constant. So first part, speed is increasing. There's an increase in speed. But what about acceleration? The acceleration is constant. From Q to R, the speed is increasing, but the acceleration is decreasing. And from R to T, the speed is constant and the acceleration is zero. Okay, sometimes you have to complete the graphs. The question will be there and you have to complete these graphs. A bus travels from one bus stop to the next. The journey has three distinct parts stated in order. First, a uniform acceleration from rest for 8 seconds, then a uniform speed for 12 seconds, and then a non-uniform deceleration. Non-uniform means it's not constant, for 5 seconds. The figure is shown for deceleration of a bus. So they mention the deceleration of a bus is mentioned here. On the figure, complete the graph to show first two parts of the journey. So first, it's a uniform acceleration from rest. It's a uniform acceleration from rest for 8 seconds. So first I should know what is the speed after 8 seconds. And then it's a uniform speed for 12 seconds. So it moves with a constant speed for 12 seconds. So how I can complete this? So the time, this is 5, then 6, 7, 8. This is 8. So it accelerated till 8 seconds, and after 8 seconds it moved with a constant speed. So if its speed is constant, what will be the line? The graph will be a horizontal line which shows that the speed is not changing. So this shows that the speed is not changing. And for first, it has a uniform acceleration. When we say uniform, the term uniform means constant. So whenever the graph is there for constant acceleration, so it will be a straight line. So this is how we complete this graph. So from 8 seconds, because till 8 seconds it was accelerating, and from after 8 seconds, for further 12 seconds, it moved with a constant speed. So when we say it moved with a constant speed, so there should be a horizontal line. And first it is accelerating. So whenever there is an acceleration or constant acceleration, so it will be a straight line with a constant slope or constant gradient. Is it clear? In the question, they mention a bus traveled from one stop to the next. The journey has three distinct parts. So three separate parts are there. Three separate parts are there, stated in order. A uniform acceleration for 8 seconds. So for uniform acceleration means there should be a straight line for a speed time graph. Then uniform speed Uniform speed, the term uniform means constant speed. So for the next part, there should be a constant speed. And a non-uniform deceleration, non-uniform deceleration means deceleration is not constant, and they already draw that deceleration. The third part is drawn for you. You have to complete the graph. So how you can complete this graph? So first you will identify the time when it is 8 seconds. So 5, this will be 6, 7, and 8. So after 8, it moves with a uniform speed, constant speed. So uniform or constant speed having the same meaning. So till 8 seconds, after 8 seconds, it moved with a constant speed. And till 8 seconds, it was accelerating from rest. So rest means the speed was 0 and it was having a constant acceleration. You don't have to draw how to draw a uniform deceleration. Uniform deceleration means constant deceleration. But in the question, it is already drawn. If there was a constant deceleration, it means there should be a straight line like this. This is called constant deceleration. On uniform, the term constant means uniform. But in the question, the third part is already drawn for you. They drew this part. Only you have to complete the first two. The third one is already drawn. Figure shows only the deceleration of the bus, which is for 5 seconds. Is it clear, this question? The non-uniform part is already drawn for you. You don't have to draw. You just have to draw a uniform acceleration and a uniform speed. Uniform, the term uniform means constant. Calculate the acceleration of a bus for 4 seconds after it leaves the bus stop. So how you can calculate an acceleration? If this was a graph, this is a graph and you need an acceleration for 4 seconds. So for 4 seconds, the first 4 seconds, it's having a constant acceleration. I told you whenever there's a constant acceleration, you can just find the gradient of the line. So this is 4 seconds. So what I can do, it's a straight line. This region, it's a straight line. So what I can do, I can find the gradient of this line. So how to find a gradient of this line? I can use y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Because for first 4 seconds till 8 seconds, it is a straight line, but they are asking acceleration for 4 seconds. So for 4 seconds, because it is a straight line, whenever there is a straight line, we can simply find the gradient of the line. Take 2 points. The first point on x-axis is x1. The first point on y-axis is y1. The second point on x-axis so till 8, this one is 9 and this is 8. Just for identification, I do this. So we need an acceleration when time is equals to 4. So here the time is equals to 4. we need an acceleration. So what we'll do, till this part, it's a straight line. So if it's a straight line, what we will do, we'll simply find the gradient of a straight line, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this one you can take as, or because it is a straight line, so it is not necessary you take 4, you can take any number. Because a straight line, the acceleration is constant. So even I can take this point also, the 2 points which I can take to calculate the acceleration. This will be the first point. And this one is a last point. So the first point, reason why I can take any point, because it's a straight line. So straight line, the curve, for a straight line, the slope is constant. So if I find acceleration for 4 seconds or I find acceleration for 8 seconds, it will be same. So the first point on x-axis is called x1. The second point on x-axis is called x2. The first point on y-axis is called y1 and the second point is called y2. So this is x1, x2, y1, y2. And I'll find the gradient. What is the gradient? It's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 is how much? It's this one. Each is representing 0.5. So this is 11. And this one is 12. So y2 is 12 minus y1. What is this? 0 divided by x2, which is 8 minus x1, 0. So it is 12 divided by 8. So 12 divided by 8 is equal to 1.5 meter per second square. Is it clear? How to calculate the acceleration? So I can calculate acceleration when time is equals to 4, or I can calculate till 8. Why? Because it is a straight line. Straight line, slope is constant. You can take any points on the line. For more accuracy, I took the point greater distance between them, so I will have a more accurate result or answer. Is it clear how to find acceleration? Yeah, this is the last, I think it will be enough for everyone. Otherwise, it will be too much dose for physics. You might not be able to understand anymore. Just we are about to finish. I will discuss this question and I will end the session so that you can take a break. The next part, estimate the distance. So estimate the distance from 20 seconds to 25 seconds. So estimation is there. Why they say estimate? And you can see the answer can come from 24 to 28. What is the reason? Because this is from 25 to 28. So what I can do, I can divide this into equal parts, horizontal and vertical. This is 21, 22, 23, and 24. And this one, each is representing 1, 2, 3. The two boxes are representing 1. So what I can do, it's up to you. Draw equal horizontal and vertical lines. If I draw a vertical line after every 1, so this will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the horizontal lines after every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then what I will do, I will find area of one box multiplied by number of the boxes. Reason why I zoomed in so that it will be convenient or easy to draw these lines. So after every 2 boxes, I am drawing one vertical line. And after every 2 boxes, I am drawing a horizontal line. So what I will do, I will count the number of the boxes, like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24, approximately, and 25. So approximately number of the boxes multiplied by area of each box. The number of boxes I got 25 multiplied by area of each box. Its length is 1 and the height is also 1. So 1 into 1, area of each box is 1. So 25 multiplied by 1, you will get 25. Is it clear? How to get the distance traveled by using area under the graph. So speed time graph, whenever speed time graph is there, you have to divide the figure into horizontal. So I will share this as well. This is a next week homework. And this is having the answers. You don't have to copy the answer. You will solve and check your answers from at the last or end of each question. Anyone else having a question or a doubt related to today's class?